Then don't. We can stay here as long as you like.
Yes.
Oh.
What was that?
Si Ranvi nyimpen perasaan, pantesan dia nyindir-nyindir Soma.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I got away from myself.
Lah, ayo ajakin.
No need to apologize.
Samperin.
Sigurd is your brother, and I have put you in a very difficult position. The heart does not do politics like the head.
It may be the meat, it may be the air, but there is no need to apologize.
I am sober enough.
Oh, dia suka sama Eivor.
I have felt this way
Politik
for
dong
some
sama
time.
Sigurd.
I care for you,
Ya
Eivor.
Allah. Open-minded. Tak kapak aja lah. Ya, ribut doang biasa. Tangkis.
Is this kind of noise common to London?
Halo guys, kembali lagi bersama gue Bang Chat. Ini kan kita kemarin udah ke Oswald sama Valdis ya di East Anglia. Nah sekarang berarti kita ngelanjutin setelah ini. Paling nanti pertama-tama kan kita ketemu Ranvi dulu nih, disuruh ngapain.
Rowan, Holger, why all this shouting?
Loh, kenapa?
Eivor, thank Tyr. I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Kenapa?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Berpuisi
Eivor,
lagi.
this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Apa?
Of course.
Of course.
From the beginning. Please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes.
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Sewot apa sih, Dek?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood?
Rowan dulu deh.
Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
Kenapa Rowan? Gimana?
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors.
Okay.
Enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased.
Okay.
I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace.
Kenapa?
Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail, bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You
Dia
see?
ngecat pakai
Such willful
buntut
arrogance.
kuda.
It will take ages for Ilgefu's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand.
Okay.
Thank you, Rowan.
Iya. Kalau itu bukan minjem. Holger gimana?
Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years.
Okay.
You have seen how my poems bring life and joy
Apa?
and wisdom to our people.
Kagak
And
anjir.
you know that
Kalau
my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom to make use of rare resources to compose my
Ya, nggak,
verses.
atas
Often
izin
when
orangnya
lacking the
dulu
proper
dong.
tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's
Goblok.
inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick,
Goblok
some
anjing.
cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something
Ya, tapi harus
gentler,
minjem dong, harus dengan izin
softer.
orang yang
To make
punya
a
lah.
perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafer's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Ya,
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position.
nggak bisa sih. Kalau di gue si Holger salah.
I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen.
Rowan is right.
Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed. Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless
Ya
crime?
nggak bisa.
It
lah,
is a
tetap harus
two-victim
minjem.
crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has
Nanya
diminished
dulu.
significantly,
Bagus, bagus.
you
Bijak,
will pay
Eivor.
Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
Lah, jadi minta
My
bantuan Rowan
decision
orang
is
udah
final,
sewa.
Holger. Pay what you owe and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Ya, ya, ya.
Good.
Sama-sama, aku mah bijak.
Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We are done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Salaman dulu, salaman. Enggak, udah nggak mau.
Would you allow me to pay you with my painting?
Udah lah, ribut mulu. Gue pengen ke Ranvi.
Oh, hello,
Gitu aja
Eivor.
sewot anjing.
Good day.
Oh iya, ya,
That
pagi-pagi.
Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Mantap.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you
Kingmaker.
soon.
For Kingmaker. Oke. East Anglia pledge complete.
Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for
Ceolbert pergi,
Ceolbert.
pantesan
He should
kagak
do well
ada
considering all he has learned from
suara-suaranya.
you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself.
Raja muda, raja
One
muda.
more thing.
Hmm.
I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time
Sven.
ago.
Yang
The
mana
poor
Sven
man
ya?
slipped away in his bed.
Oh,
Yes,
kepleset.
I'd heard. The poor man. I wish I could have spent more time with him before the end.
I think we all wish that. Tovi most of all.
Oke. Terus bro? Are you alright? Kenapa?
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh enggak, belum.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I
Kenapa?
cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Jangan
Stop.
kerja mulu.
Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandebridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another
Anjing,
time.
setia banget
Now,
sama suaminya.
what was it you needed?
Let's go aja dulu lah.
Randvi, take a break. Let's make for Grandebridgeshire and get you out of this musty room.
Do you mean now? Right now?
Iya
Of
sekarang.
course. You said you were tired of all this, so why not? Stretch your legs and fill your lungs.
I did ask, didn't I? You're right. Lead the way, Eivor.
Oke, jalan-jalan. Come on.
Follow me.
Kita mau
We won't
dipodip
take the long ship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me.
Oh,
Is that a
nggak pakai
problem?
Not at all.
Jalan-jalan
So
aja
long as
berarti.
I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day in the longhouse.
Kita mau
We'll
dipodip
need
ini
to
dulu
cross
guys
the
ya.
river at
Mau
some
dipodip
point
apa?
if we want to enter Grandebridgeshire. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Oh,
Swimming?
jangan swimming.
I don't know. Are you joking?
Kamu
A
bangun
boat
ini
or a
dulu,
horse
pusing.
would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods.
Oh. Oke, siap. Bisa ngapain? Bisa mancing bener deh.
Thanks for the good work, Eivor.
Oke.
Got a real little fishery going here.
Are you the man in charge?
It's my
Bocil.
grandfather,
Oh,
really.
kakeknya.
But he says the best way to learn responsibility is by working. Besides,
Lucu banget.
between you
So
and me,
dewasa anjing.
I'm better at it. More of a people person, you know?
Oh,
I do.
sosial, oke.
It's good to have you. Both of you.
Speak. Apa tuh
I have something that may interest you.
Apa? Oh, bisa jadi item. Oh, ini. Shipyard. Longship appearance, boleh nih. Oke. Oke. Peternak. Makin gede kota kita. Cattle farm, curry house, Maida house. Kenapa lagi curry house?
This is perfect, Eivor. You really are a generous one.
Iya, kenapa nih, Mbak, Bu? Di shop. Oh, shipnya bisa diganti ininya. Oh, lebih keren kan? Oh, ini dong. Oh, ini. Report on unique items. Oh. Oke, trading post, building complete.
There we are. Nice to have a more permanent spot.
Oke, Yanli, ada apa lo?
You're just in
Jualan
time
apa?
for new stock.
May I see your...
Can't have too many.
Oh,
Only
begini-begini
a true
ya.
warrior can pull that off.
Not poisonous, royal guard. Hunter's heart, legendary animal. Nah, ini apa ini? Oke. Apa nih? It's kok
Thank you for this. Whether fur, meat, or bone, we will provide only the finest.
And if you intend to go hunting, consider bringing us your kills. We will
Okay.
prepare the hides and heads.
Aye. I've been mounting Petra's trophies.
In all things.
I'll
Jadi
keep
bisa-
that in mind. Enjoy your new home.
bisa
Eivor,
ini, bisa
You
ngebawa
seem to be
yang ada
someone
misi
with a penchant
kepala.
for trophies.
I do like victories, but I rarely keep a record of them.
Your weapons show the marks of great battles, and you walk with a pride that speaks to your triumphs. Am I wrong?
You are not. Why do you ask?
Kenapa?
To bolster our trade, of course. Wallace is the finest tanner and taxidermist in all of England. If you wish the tales of your hunts to outlast you, there is no better way than making trophies of your kills. If you defeat a rare and worthy creature, bring it to us. We will display it for you.
A good idea. Keepsakes to adorn the longhouse. Thank you, Petra.
Oh, and before you go, could you spare a moment for a small favor?
Apa? Boleh.
Go ahead.
For the past few evenings, I've heard the howling of a pack of wolves just beyond the border of our woods.
Okay.
Unchecked, they will ravage the wild game in this area. And once the deer are dead, they may turn to us.
You feel we should drive them off?
I would eliminate them entirely, with your permission, of course. And your help, if possible.
Boleh.
A good idea. I'll join you now.
Good. A pack of wolves is a foolish thing to underestimate. Let's go. This
Oke.
way. I last saw them
Ada
prowling
Ranfi
around just
juga.
up the
Come on,
hill.
Ranfi,
You
sekalian
lead. I'll
jalan-jalan.
follow.
Our settlement is in quite a nice spot. Beautiful terrain, and the animals here are healthy and populous. But wolves are a worry. Maybe why the Ragnarsons moved on. Humans upset the balance of nature, and nature pushed back.
By attacking us.
A wolf will do whatever it takes. They were displaced. Now they come to our door. Look here. Breadcrumbs and crusts.
Breadcrumbs.
They must have stolen something from Tarbin's store, or off a table somewhere.
You saw
Okay.
breadcrumbs from where you stood.
They stand out clearly from the soil and
Gila,
grass.
kayak
See
pemburu
there?
banget anjing bener-bener.
Come,
Sampai lihat remah-remah
this way.
roti.
Ah,
Ayo.
smell that?
Apa?
That's a male wolf, marking his territory, warding off the competition.
How do you know it's a male?
A different odor. You pick it up.
Anjir, bener-bener hunter.
How did you come to be such a skilled tracker?
My family were hunters and trackers. From further east than you've ever seen, I imagine. but I've lived in England for most of my life. This is where we found Wallace.
You two are siblings as Sigurd and I are siblings. Bound by honor, not blood.
Yes. To hear my mother tell it, we came upon Wallace abandoned, a babe in the woods. We took him in. Look, the wolves made a kill here.
Mana?
They're in the area.
Oh iya, ada bekas darah.
Those trails. They must have dragged the poor beast away. We're getting closer.
Darah lagi. Oh, ini babi.
Ah, see those teeth marks on the carcass? They're different.
This is the pack's doing, not just one.
That's right. Let's go on.
Ayo.
So, your family found Wallace in the woods?
We were traveling through the forest when I spotted a white elk ahead of us. I chased it, hoping to take it down. I lost it as I came to a clearing. And there on the ground was a wee babe, our little Wallace, swaddled and alone. Ah, look at that. The pattern on the grass.
Apa?
They slept here.
I am impressed, Petra. You have a raw skill.
You have seen nothing
Gila.
just yet.
Bisa tahu serigala pada di sini. Sakit nih Petra.
So, you saw a white elk, and that led you to Wallace.
That's right. It felt fated. We took him in and nursed him back to health. I was scarcely more than a toddler myself then. And from that day forward, we were raised as brother and sister.
BTW, mau dipinin dulu lah. Ration, upgrade. Nah, jadi 4 kan? Asik. Bisa makan?
These kills are fresh. They're
baru
likely
ya?
near enough to hear us. Probably fled the scene not long ago.
Oh, ada di atas tuh apa? Oh, ini ada tanda save.
I think we found our wolves.
You there! Get to cover! Eivor, with me. Let's end it.
Mana? Oke, ayo.
Careful, Randy.
So long to forget how well I wield the sword. That was thrilling.
Randy the Ravager. I should clear a seat on my longship for you.
Agak nyerang-nyerang, kesian. Aduh. Udah. Terus? Ini masih ada lagi.
There. That should be all of them.
Oke.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, both of you.
Terus? Kenapa?
Are you all right? Were those your sheep?
They were.
They
God
were.
take them. They were all I had in the world.
Yeah,
Poor blighters never stood a chance. I lost my cows some months back. Now the sheep are gone. Frowning Jesus, what sort of farmer am I?
I'm sorry for your
pesimis,
loss.
anjing.
With the wolves gone, you can recover in peace.
Not without the blessings of God, I won't. But I shall try.
You have your life, farmer. With that alone, you can always rebuild.
Ava, hold. I hear something.
What? I don't hear... Oh, goodness gracious me! Felix! Rosemary! My beauties!
Kasih tahu
You're
lagi Felix
alive!
Rosemary.
Come here, my precious angels!
Well, that worked out.
This was grand, Eivor. You hunt almost as well as you fight.
Give me a few weeks. I'll learn to track as well as you. Or better.
I would be happy to be so humble.
This was a joy, Petra. Do not hesitate to call on me the next time you spot any errant beasts.
You were the first on my list, Eivor. See you soon.
Oke, udah selesai misinya. Sekarang kita bawa Randvi ke Grantes Bridge. Grantes Bridge. Bring Randvi ke sini. Oke. Gimana kalau kita fast travel? Kayaknya nggak bisa ya. Ya udah, kalau kita nggak bisa fast travel, kita pakai kuda aja. Sorry. Coba naik level. Perlu skill. Sip. Wait. Oke, kemana Randvi? Naik. Follow road is not available. Udah, kita kesana aja. Ayo Randvi, jalan-jalan.
It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the settlement. Isn't that awful?
You think safety awful?
To live one's life in so small a pen. Hear stories from you and the scouts without
Sabaran Pi, kita nyebrang dulu. Kita mau ke Grandes Bridge kan. Oh, kita nyebrang sini dulu aja. Gini. Hey, Unuk udah bisa berenang.
Do you smell the earth and the air? It is good to be out here.
Oh, bagus. Berapa ya? Oh, ada musuh. Parah. Kita tidak kesini untuk berperang. Kita kesini Goran Pi jalan-jalan. Oh, boleh sih perang juga boleh.
The gods here are vigilant.
Tadi kan dikit lagi kan nyampe. Kita bawa ke ujung dulu.
This is where the Summer Army retreated when Grandebridge was lost.
Oh.
They seem to have resettled the city in full now.
Right. I know this land so well by its map, but to see it in person brings it to stunning life.
Oh iya, keren dong. Jangan lihat map doang makanya. Dan dikit lagi Grandes Bridge.
I will not soon forget this sight.
Come on, dikit lagi. Ayo kuda semangat.
And here we are. Welcome to Grandebridge. We should make our way to the Longhouse.
Oh, it's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from a small village. They wanted a hub for trade near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Well, it is impressive. Some interesting architectural ideas here too.
Pinter sih Ranvi. Neng, turun. Kok mau turun? Ayo.
Well, is that Eivor I see? It's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is it?
Magni.
Yeah, good memory.
Yeah.
Good to see you again. This is Ranvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Ranvi. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
Yeah,
You know, I noticed the same thing.
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Soma rounded up some warriors and took them west.
Okay.
She's hoping to open a new trade route with Ox and Avoda.
Oh.
Only now, in times of trouble, I have discovered I am not the surrogate leader I should hope to be.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of surly bandits have been kept nearby. To the east of the water's edge. They attack all merchants who travel here by river or road, and word is spreading quickly. It's keeping traders at bay.
That could cripple your town if it carries on too long.
It's crippled me already.
Crippled me already.
Bastard stole my horse yesterday morning.
Nah, berani anjing. Yesterday morning. Happy to help.
So what will
We
you...
can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Well, that would ease my mind. I have nothing to offer you for this deed, but the bandits surely would. Take from them what you like.
Good. Consider the matter handled. Eivor, come. We have a camp to raid.
Gila Ranvi, bener-bener. Come on Ranvi.
The bandits are camped on a river, he said, east of the water's edge.
You volunteered us for a fight, Ranvi. Is that your idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
Away from your table for a day, and already you're lusting for blood.
A feeling you must know well, no? I have always wanted to experience the world as you do, and now I will. Unless you have a more interesting day planned for us.
Interesting.
We will help Magni and clear these bandits. But do not be rash when we find them. The Raven clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord. I shall follow your order to the letter.
If I did not know any better, I would say you're teasing me.
Oh, certainly not, Eivor wolf-kissed iron-fisted Drenger. I would never tease one with such commanding authority. There, the bandit camp.
All right, stay close and do as I do.
Rude and look sternly at the horizon?
By all means.
Come on, turun. Ayo, Mbak.
What you wanted to do is in secret.
You seemed hot for a battle, so here we go.
Gak ada secret anjing, langsung bertarung. Wah, gila Ranvi semangat amat. Wih tuh, gede amat. Awas. Wah, anjing dilempar. Loncat. Mampus lu. Salah nangkis lagi. Racun. Tangkis. Mati lo. Cekek. Gede banget badan sih anjing. Kerekam. Emang enak. Mati lo. Udah lah, ngapa? Tangkis. Mampus. Emang enak. Lagi. Emang enak lo. Ranvi. Woi Ranvi. Come on.
There. That's done. Now to deliver Magni his horse.
Mana his horse? Kalau Ranvi. Pokemon. Oh. Ranvi pakai kudanya. Oke. Kita pakai kuda kita sendiri. Follow.
That was a thrill, Eivor. We are champions of Grantebridge.
Lah iya,
Do you know of any other towns that need liberating?
Anjing.
You don't think we have had enough drama for one day?
We
should return to the settlement.
Or we could have a drink to celebrate our victory.
At home, Tekla has all the mead and ale we could want.
Eivor, our outing has hardly begun.
Baru mulai.
And let us make ourselves at home.
Let's return the horse, and if your thirst remains, we'll look around.
Come on, Ranvi. Begini. Tunggu di depan. Speak Magni.
Magni, we solved your bandit problem.
Did you? Well done. And did you find my sweet mare?
Your horse is outside waiting for you.
Thank the gods she is safe. And thank you, Eivor. And your friend Ranvi, wherever she is.
She's here somewhere.
Eivor, over here. Look at this.
Oh, someone is
What are you playing at?
A drinking contest. You versus me. Wolf-Kissed versus Table Maiden.
Ranvi, we can do better than Table Maiden.
Mead Queen, then.
Mead Queen, okay.
All right, let us drink.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Yo. Yeah.
Don't hurl into the barrel, okay? You're sweating.
He's done you better.
Jangan mulu ya anjing. Gila Ranvi, peminum juga dia hampir kalah gua.
There you see. You should not have tried to outdrink me, Ranvi. It cannot be done.
Strange. I see your lips moving so rapidly, yet all I hear is, "Thank you, Ranvi."
So, are you satisfied? My head is ringing like a bell.
More than satisfied. Now come. We'll ride this off and take in the air as we head home.
Okay.
After just one more stop.
Mana lagi?
Ranvi.
It's a sunken tower near a waterfall, close to home. We can stop for a look, and then you are free of me. It's near the highest point of a hill, just south of the settlement. Easy to spot, I'm sure.
All right, one last stop then.
I know it might not show, Eivor, but I am terribly excited.
Oh, it shows.
Kenapa si Magni? Pengen ikutan lo ke kampus gue.
Return any time.
I might have to, Magni. Thank you.
Ngebak anjing. Udah. Sambil mabuk lagi. Kita mau kemana nih? Bre, sis. Bring Ranvi to the Sunken Tower. Come on.
I think you may have punctured poor Magni's heart back there.
What can I say? Not the first, and it will not be the last.
I name you Ranvi, Slayer of Bandits, Breaker of Hearts.
I will sound it with pride. Sunniva described this town a desolate yet peaceful place. I am eager to see it.
After a full day of action, finally you wish to calm down.
I've had my fill of adventure. Time for a little rest.
Okay. Duroli Ponte.
I was wondering something. You and Soma. Was there something more to your bond? You spoke of her with a particular shine in your eyes.
We grew very close very quickly. Is that what you mean?
Itu maksud lo? Apa bukan nih? Jangan-jangan.
No, I mean, did something happen between you two?
What sort of question is that?
An innocent one. Innocent as a newborn babe.
Nothing happened between us. That is my answer.
Jangan-jangan Ranvi lo suka sama gue
I find that
lagi.
disappointing. If I were you, I might have tested the waters. Eivor, entangled by a hardy Jarlskona as she leads her army to victory and prosperity. A rather appealing match.
I'm going to pretend your last words were taken by the wind, Ranvi.
If you must.
Sampai nih tempatnya.
Look there. That must be the tower. Take the bridge.
Take the bridge mana? Oh, itu.
Just as beautiful as Sunniva's stories tell. Can you imagine how it looked when it was first built, hundreds of winters ago? Sometimes when looking at a map, I imagine little people in their little armies, traversing the land. And now, staring at these ruins, I imagine people of old, how they lived, never knowing what would become of their monuments.
You have a fertile imagination.
I want a view from the top. Shall we?
Lead on.
Malah nyelam. Swim up. Ayo, follow Ranvi.
Keep up!
Mind where you put your fingers. These stones are old and weathered. You climb well for one who folds maps.
You jest, but I have raised the frames of longhouses and hammered the ribs of longships. My hands are calloused from hard work.
Oke, jangan ngomel-ngomel Ranvi. Kita ke atas.
Well. Look at this.
Mana si Ranvi? Oh, di sini. Come on. Keren. Wah, masih hujan anjir. Gila, dari awet banget hujan, coy.
A stunning view.
Keren.
It reminds me of my early years in Norway. How I used to climb the hills beyond the wood.
You have an adventurous heart. I hardly see it behind the table, but now I've watched you scale a tower in furs, soaking wet.
I was rowdy in my youth. Hunting, sailing. I was a wildling of the open air before I became this staunch and stoic woman. Married off in service of peace between two clans. A noble and worthy role, but not one I had ever imagined for myself.
You would have made a fine wandering warrior, a Jomsvikinger, free to come and go as she pleased.
I think so too. It may be we would have sailed together over the open seas, raiding or traveling.
Or faced each other on the field of battle. Without your marriage to Sigurd, to secure peace, our clans might still be at war.
True. Very true. Thank you for today. Every bit of it has been a dream, and I'm not keen to wake.
Then don't. We can stay here as long as you like.
Yes.
Oh.
What was that?
Si Ranvi nyimpen perasaan, pantesan dia nyindir Soma.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I got away from myself.
Lah, ayo ajakin.
No need to apologize.
Samperin.
Sigurd is your brother, and I have put you in a very difficult position. The heart does not do politics like the head.
It may be the mead, it may be the air, but there is no need to apologize.
I am sober enough.
Oh, dia suka sama Eivor.
I have felt this way
Politik dong sama Sigurd.
I care for you, Eivor.
Open-minded.
That is
Kita satu aja.
comforting to hear. I've long felt the same way. But I banished the thought that this would ever happen.
Many times I wished to tell you. Wished to say what was in my heart and what I desired. But duty kept me from it.
Say all you like.
Today has meant so much. We rode, we fought, we drank, we laughed. You showed me your world. Not in words, but deeds.
Deeds are more direct than words.
Ya elah. Mantap kali. Open-minded. Tidak boleh. Wih. Mantap. Udah 2 kali nih berarti. Udah sama si Brodir, udah sama si Randvi. Udah dua cem-ceman dia si Eivor. Bangun. Mana Randvi?
Randvi?
Randvi hilang.
Must have returned to the settlement.
Terus lo. Coba balik. Demi apa? Balik. Iya sih, ada randanya ada di sini. Whistle to attract nearby guards. Sudah tahu. Naik level, cem-ceman sama Randvi naik level. Pantesan dia nanya-nanya tentang Soma, bisa aja si Randvi padahal dia yang suka.
Eivor's here.
Aduh. Cinta kita sama Randvi sekarang. Mulai sekarang kita panggil Cinta dia. Cinta.
Knut, what are you doing in here?
Eivor, we need your help.
Who's we?
Sylvie and Ira are in trouble. We went into the woods and there's no time to explain. You need to come with me.
Are they all right?
No, they're hurt and badly.
Take me to them.
Kenapa? Banyak amat yang minta tolong hari ini. Lari, Cil.
Where are they?
Not far. We need to hurry.
Oke, Cil, come on. Gue udah mau ngomong sama sayang, anjir. Cinta kita, Randvi.
What happened? Are they still in danger?
Not if we get there soon.
Ayo.
Which way now?
This way.
Bingung
We're
dia.
almost there.
Tahu. Bingung. Di mana nih, Nut? Nut.
Come on, Eivor. Can't you run any quicker?
Knut, you have to tell me what has happened.
I can't. You won't understand. Even if I do, just trust me.
Ya udah, iya gue percaya. Mana lo?
You did it! You brought Eivor! Good work, Knut!
What is this about?
Sorry, Eivor. We had to trick you. But it wasn't my idea. It was Iris.
Lying is not a good way to get my attention, children.
But we found a dog that needs your help. She's caught in a trap down there. We thought you wouldn't come if you knew it was just a dog.
That is not the sound of a dog, Ira. That is a wolf.
But a wolf is a kind of dog, yes? My mother told me that.
Of course, it's a kind of a dog. Listen to that sound. Awoo! Pure dog. Eivor, if you won't help us free her, we must do it ourselves.
There is no need. Let me see what I can do.
Bocil anjing.
She could be starving.
She's
Babi. Kunci di babi. Yo.
A key to the front door. Must be cautious opening it.
Oke.
I'll free that wolf. And pray to Tyr that I needn't slay it in front of the children. The table is set. He never made it home. At least his end came quickly. Wait! Easy now. Deceived by children and shouting at wolves. I was a warrior once. Are you all right? Did you see the wolf?
Yes, you freed her. You're amazing, Eivor.
But she ran away and didn't even say thank you.
Ya iyalah, masa bilang makasih takut loh.
Her mom and dad were probably very
Ya
sad.
elah, bocil.
Maybe her wife. We don't know.
But we do know it's time to get you three back to the settlement before your parents think you were eaten by wolves.
Oh, all right.
Chin up, Knut. You were very brave today. All of you.
Awet banget hujan dari
In
tadi guys.
future,
Gua
you
ini
should not be
konten jam
exploring the woods
10-an.
alone. You
Hujan dari jam
understand?
8 pagi, coy.
But you go off on your own all the time.
Because I am very wise, and you have a lot to learn.
Yes, but there are 3 of us. That balances everything.
That is not quite how it works.
Lah,
More wolves.
bawa teman.
New friend.
Stand back!
Gue tolongin lo, jangan mana-mana ya. Bilang jahat anjing, nggak percaya sih lo. Ya ngeloek anjing. Mukul tanah sini lo. Sorry Dogo.
Are you all right?
Thanks to our hero, this dog wolf. De Wolfka.
What?
De Wolfka. It's like dog wolf.
No, I don't like that at all. We should name her Mouse.
That makes no sense. I think we should call her Chewy, because she chews things. What do you think, Eivor?
Kayak The Wolf keren.
The Wolfka. It has an absurd sound just like all of this.
She's our best friend.
Ayo. Baik serigalanya anjir.
Now, we need to get home. All 5 of us.
Fine.
We only wanted to have an adventure like you, Eivor.
Ya, teman-temannya pada mati. Sorry.
A new friend.
Part of adventuring is learning a good lesson. Did you know that?
Yes, the boring part.
Boring part.
Well, have you children learned anything about wild animals today?
Maybe.
Yes, befriend them at any cost.
Goblok, nggak gitu.
Companions and very kind.
Kadang-kadang ada
My
jahat
mother
juga,
always
coy.
told me to avoid wild animals. Shows what she knows.
How about we think quietly on what we have learned, just until we get home?
Come on. Dogo. Lucu aja.
I think she's quite fond of you.
I know she is. We saved her.
She'd be rotting away by now. Just like that boar you killed, Eivor.
You saw that.
We see everything.
Let's not tell your parents, all right? Now, scamper off home and take your new friend with you.
Dogo. Man's best friend. Oh, dapat kemampuan. Bisa manggil serigala mungkin. Ya nggak? Tuh, seek your wolf of an enemy. Oh, jadi punya Dogo. Oke. Ini apa sih? Mark of Death ya? Ini lumayan nih skill ini. Ini nggak usah. 4 apa 4? 4 apa sih? Panah ini. Obstacle kan? Nggak usah nih. Dogo. Ambil Dogo. Oh, lumayan. Makin banyak anjir nolongin Dogo. Bisa kesini kan jadinya. 2 lagi. Oke. Sayang.
My love.
Tuh, my love kan. Big. Oh.
Randvi,
My
you
love.
left so suddenly.
There's work to be done. There always is.
I see.
But do not think for a moment that I have forgotten you and our wonderful day.
Yeah.
Nor would I wish you to.
Good. Then we see eye to eye.
And heart to heart.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Until our next moment alone, we should return to our great work.
Okay.
England will not pacify itself on our behalf.
No, indeed.
Back to work then. Word of our growing settlement has reached outside ears. So have a look around. You may see a few new faces.
Ada baru lagi. Invite her to bed. Coba. Ada break up lagi. Cerai anjing. Putus. Coba dulu. Ya. Oke, sebentar. Ya elah. Jadi cipok. Oke, coba lagi. Ini invite her to bed
Should we
gimana?
take this to your chamber?
No need.
Oh, net. Ya elah. Weh. Strong amat cewek. Sekarang bisa begituan anjir. Kocak. Dah. Misi yang bener. Come on, sayang. Jangan pacaran dulu. Show the alliance map.
I want to see the alliance map.
East Anglia udah komplit, Grand Bridge udah, Lady Desire udah. Nah, tinggal ini nih. Waduh, CP30, 90. Nah, London. Ini naikin rumah. Mending London dulu sih. Kayak ada sesuatu yang harus kita kerjain di London emang. Come on, London.
Hytham asked that I traveled to London. What do you know of it?
London to
A
London
wild
kali
city,
ya.
one that Halfdan Ragnarsson tried to claim for himself years ago. But it resists all attempts to be held.
Hytham claims the city is overrun by a strange cult, the Order of the Ancients. He asks that I track them down and kill them. Doing so may help the honest people there, and earn us an ally in the process.
In a city so chaotic, it is worth a try. Approach by the North Gate and start asking around.
Oke, let's to London.
I will.
Good. I await your return.
Oke, sayang. Sebelum pergi cipok dulu dong.
Come to me.
Gimana? Dadah sayang. Travel to London. London ini ya, travel to London. Oh, ini udah ada ininya. Sekalian nyelesain misinya Maximilian dah. Your power reflects your progress. It is based on the number of skill unlocked in your skill tree. Improve your power to face harder challenge. Oke. Bro, ini turunnya bisa di mana? Mana jerami? Udah jerami.
The Cripple Gate of London. Might find an official worth his salt here.
Apa nih? Oh, ada apa tuh?
I beg patience all. We'll have this back cleaned up in no time. Keep it steady.
Si Ordo Vengeance lagi. Oke. What's wrong, man? Oh, enggak.
Hey, bear on, Master Ame. You'll be on your way shortly, huh?
Something of a shepherd, aren't you?
It can feel that way, aye. Can I help you with something?
Who governs this burr? I would like to speak with him, if I can.
The Governor Trigger. Good and fair Dane come to London 4 years back.
Trigger?
Aye, most hours of the day you can find him at the old villa, dealing with all manner of knavery. Stow!
Siapa nih? Loh. Bikin ribut si Stow. Ses. Pisau?
Avgos wants his cut of the summer harvest. Shit, Carl.
Avgos berarti yang jahat itu ya. Halo.
We're talking.
Gentlemen, the farmers of Mercia have paid their burden already. If Avgos wants more, he can petition for it.
Petition for it?
Yeah.
Well, you can tell
Gendut anjing. Ayo Eivor, bunuh aja sama orang kayak gini anjing.
You can bob for it.
Lord's Master Ame, sir.
Ya, hancur titik lo coy.
Bob for it.
That is filthy.
Bob for it.
Eivor, bunuh aja dah. Kau jago ternyata. Wih gile. Jagoan, mantap kali Eivor. Kakak pakai lah, ya ribut doang biasa. Nangis.
Is this kind of noise common to London?
Try not to kill anyone, eh?
Wah, salah. Nangis. Ributin. Sorry. Nangis.
Eyes on your own foe.
Awas. Mampus lu. Ayo. Stun aja. Jitak anjing. Ya. Hancur nggak? Enggak, masih utuh kabelnya.
God in heaven, you fight like the devil stolen your bread.
You give some hard knocks yourself.
Road, be a good lad and prick the names of those that pay their food tax, will you? Right then. You've some dealings with Governor Trigger, is that it?
I'll have dealings with any who can deliver a fair friendship with my Raven clan. If that's you, then all the better.
Ah, no. Trigger's your fellow. I'm the Shire Reeve of London's westerly half.
Sheriffnya.
I keep things ordered and fair.
Shire Reeve is not a name that rides easy on the tongue.
Reeve's my
Shire
title,
Reeve.
sorry. Stow's my name. Stow of London.
Oke. Eivor pacarnya banyak ya, udah 3 aja
A
nih.
burly name for a burly man. I like one who can hold himself in a brawl.
To walk tall in London, a man must know how to swing his fists.
It's not empty praise I give.
Asik.
Well, your candor is appreciated.
Take me to your governor, Stow. He sounds like a man worth knowing.
Right then.
Right there.
Station field, flock shepherded, and off to Trigger we go.
Lah, Kemon. Stow.
What can I call you? Humbler of thugs?
Humbler of thugs.
Bane Hammer?
I am Eivor of the Raven clan. We have a settlement to the north, just off the River Neen.
Well,
Nenek.
I owe you a great debt, Eivor.
Eivor.
You're a worthy ally.
Oh iya jelas. Kita kemana Stow? Lari dong, lari. Apa naik
So
kuda
this is
gitu?
London,
Nah,
a city built by giants.
So they say.
London.
She's an old place, surly as they come. But there's a mystery here I quite adore. I was raised here, in fact. Learned the scriptures of Christ's apostles in Lundenreach. I was Saxon Borough, just past the western walls.
You're not a priest, are you?
No, I was raised by them. And for a penniless bastard, I turned out pretty well.
A penniless bastard, and now London's fearless Reeve.
Well, it's
Yeah, Eivor godain aja lu.
He judges not the circumstance of my birth. His 2 hands, left and right, on me and a Dane-born soldier, Erke. Erke is an orphan of the last Viking horde put down in London for a season. Wait, something's wrong.
Iron on the ear. This blood is fresh.
These
Baru
were good
nih.
men. What's happened here?
Ayo, masuk ke dalam. Mana nih Stow nih? Pana. Ambil dulu.
God, no.
Nah,
No,
mati
no.
si Trigger.
Took 3 arrows
Oh
to kill
alah,
him.
palanya diambil lagi kan nih
Next
RT ya.
were an insult.
Oh alah, palanya hilang
Lord,
anjing, panah
Deliver
banyak.
these men with the light of thy countenance visitive and shines upon them.
You've no need for outsiders, Stow. It's a private matter.
There's no cause to be leery. Eivor had my back in a brawl at Cripplegate. More thugs from the garrison.
You must be a real broker to hold your own against those shithugs.
Nih, kita sama-sama
It's time to fetter those men,
Viking.
Stow. It can't go on like this.
It's a serious attack. Were they after you as well?
Now that's a fine question, isn't it?
You must be Erke, London's second Reeve.
Erke Botel's son, yes I am. Are you telling me this gut bucket called me second reef?
First in the Eastborough, and a man I trust with my life.
Stow's never been a good judge of character.
Erke, this is Eivor.
She came to meet with Triga, to seal the bonds of friendship with the clan.
He would have welcomed you heartily. He was a trusting man. I got him here.
Have you found anything?
I just arrived.
Order of Ancient lagi.
Killers left a ladder on the body there.
I'll have a look around.
Triga had men with him at all times. How could the...
This letter. Someone wanted us to see it. From Rome went an order of heretics who worshipped the relics of a time before Christ.
Erke, this was the letter he told us about. Said it contained fearful news about London.
It warns of free such heathens who have infiltrated London. His killers, I expect.
Triga had men with him at all times. How could the killers get through?
Ada bayangan. They must have been known to him. Well enough to get close without suspicion.
Good holy Christ. He governed this bird. Oh dear.
What is it?
Doing notes from a mistress. Sorry. Mistresses.
Letter to Uber. Uber?
See you, old friend.
I've lost my train of thought. Ah, yes.
Doing notes from a mistress. Sorry.
A barber surgeon's tools. Sharp and precise for easy butchery. Must have been what was used to free Triga's head from his neck. 3 sets of footprints leave. 2 average, and 1 massive.
Loh, yang tadi dong mungkin.
I do not envy this man's death. Hang on, there's something in his hand. This was not Triga's seal.
No, it looks Roman in origin. Must have been on a ladder he opened.
It must have been significant to this god for him to grasp it, even in death.
Perhaps it's what got him killed.
I think I have a clear idea of what happened here. Triga was shot where he sat, probably as he read the letter. One of his guards grabbed the seal and tried to escape. He didn't make it. A second killer found him first. He met his end at the noose, lifted by the bigger man. A third attacker took his eyes, then came for Triga's head. Symbolic, maybe. Headless leader, eyeless guards. The killers were without fear. This kill was a message. Their footprints leave together. 3 sets heading back to the courtyard. The letter mentions 3 heretics, named only by monikers. The Leech, the Arrow, the Compass. Signed by someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Poor fellow soldier. Odd name.
3 names, 3 killers, as you said.
Baldersack. Could be anyone in London. Who can we trust?
Only the people in this room, I fear.
Even that would be unwise, until we know more.
The Arrow is described as a pugnacious Dane invader. That describes too many in London.
The Leech hails from Wessex. London is home to many of them as well.
And the Compass, a Frankish captain.
Yeah.
Less common, but no face comes to mind.
What is this symbol here?
I recognize that from the Mithraic temple. I passed it on the way here.
Okay. Boleh.
This temple is our only strong lead. I would like to see it.
Okay.
Our city is overrun with cowards. We may be next to fall if we don't resolve this sick fermentation of hate.
I've told you, this city answers to blood and power. We should serve as such.
I can't leave him like this. I need to.
We'll get the church to see to it, Stowe.
No. No, it should be me. I must ready him for judgment.
I understand. Only get some air from time to time. It reeks in here. Shall we, Broga?
Broga. Cameron Broga. Find the entrance to the temple.
The gods have been murdered!
Emang.
Defend Trigger!
Well, now the locals have caught a whiff of this fatted mess. The temple is yours to explore, Eivor.
Okay.
It's to the east of here. I must wear my Reeves face for a time.
Okay, santai gue sendiri.
Town hall will follow soon.
Ya, santai. Oke. Berarti nanti kita nyari temple.
Should the
kan?
Reeves change their minds, I will have to gut them and put a puppet atop London's throne. But Stowe seems a good man. I will trust his word.
Oke, paling Erke ya. Bisa jadi dia, tapi belum tentu juga. Kita ngecek si tempelnya itu dulu. Tapi kayaknya udah kepanjangan episodenya. Ini gue berhentiin dulu. Nanti di episode selanjutnya gue lanjutin. Oke? Terima kasih sudah menonton. Check it out.